This playthrough is rated M for mature.
You know, I just realized, folks, if I hadn't been dicking around with like trying to save the universe or destroy Geth or whatever, I could have had the Matriarch Benezia episode out on Mother's Day. How iconic and ironic and all other types of awesome would that have been? But no, the fool I was. This is what I get for not planning. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Mass Effect. In the last episode, Noveria has been beaten, Matriarch Benezia lies dead, and the Rachni have been destroyed forever. Sort of. With the beating of Noveria, we can now new star systems unlocked, a bunch of new quests. We'll have to go back to the Citadel at some point and activate all those, and talk to the companions. And new stuff has been unlocked that we can check for the codex here. Oh, it's an smorgasbord of stuff, viewers. I tell you what. So during the last episode, I said I was going to look up like some of the stats for Benezia because I couldn't find it at the time. I finally found my notes on it. It's a little late now, but yeah, Benezia is a boss character. She's resistant to biotics and tech. She has no weaknesses. She can use barrier, lift, marksman, stasis, and warp throw. So, I mean, I didn't really get to utilize half that during that fight because I was kind of getting either shooting her really quickly or get knocked down by her biotic push, but I decided to mention that. Ooh, look outside. Yep, we get a codex for that. Also, if you don't finish the hot labs, you can actually ignore the hot labs for Noveria and just leave. And there's like a news report later on that said, not Noveria, but like the corporation or whatever, they had to like destroy it because of the Rachni overran it, so they just had to completely destroy Peak 15. So there you go. So you could have skipped it, but you lose out on experience. So that's a toss-up on how you feel about that if you're going through a quick run or whatever. But anyway.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
Yeah. No, you've got that down to a T, Joker.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I don't know why, it's just something about the, alright, see ya. Yeah, Joker always has something to say. He can't go into any more serious depth with him, but he'll have a line of dialogue after you finish major plans, which is nice.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, Presley doesn't have anything to say.
Carry on, Presley.
Yeah, usually
sir.
Presley doesn't have much to say outside of the beginning of the game and at the at some mentions at the very end. Yeah, it's kind of sad that some characters don't. I guess it's because they're. I mean, you know, Joker's your helmsman, so you're gonna be talking to him more often. But Presley, even though he's your navigator, you really don't talk to him very often. So, but yeah, before we go on checking out this new data cluster, what am I, like Mega Man or something like that? This new cluster, let's talk to all the companions now that everyone, well, most people either have a line of dialogue or they have some conversation bits we can talk to them about. Even Kaiden will have something to say if you're a male ship. Surprise, surprise. Which is weird. Usually Ashley has something to say even if you're a fem ship, but if you're male ship, Kaiden's just like, whatever. I don't want to talk. There's no point. I almost thought about showing like the run where I'm femship and I'm talking to Kaiden just so you get a bit. You still get some of the info from him, but when you're femship, you get a little bit of extra info, like his history, anything like that. So you done messing with the scanners, dude?
Anything you need, Commander?
Yeah, just looking for appraisal for what the last episode.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I guess we'll be the ones to tell Dr. Tassoni. It's a hell of a thing to drop on her.
Yeah. Well, whenever we find her, I guess. But nah, not a big deal. So,
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
we didn't really have much. Well, I guess we had time, but there was so much time now. I mean, we couldn't just call them up. We kind of had to deal with the Rachni here and there. So, and with the council, with how much red tape, who knows how long it would have been before they made a decision. Like the Rachni could have just gone out and killed everyone, you know, tearing up people's houses and stuff like that. Couldn't do it, dude.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind off the record. Just tell me, dude. Just tell me your life story like every other BioWare game.
Like I've got time to write you up. You have something you want to say, feel free.
Fair enough. Truth is, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for a lost mass relay to who knows where, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm reading. I just know the council is just like, stuck in minutia or whatever. I hear you. Don't worry about it. What do you want? What do you expect me to do? I'm an elected official.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
And bat? What's bat? Up to bat? That's alright. What did they train you for? Just be ready, dude.
I trust you won't have any questions when whatever's coming hits the fan.
None. I'm not questioning the mission. I'm just concerned. You won't have to worry about me, Commander.
I think if I'd done like the normal option or whatever, you can get a bit more information about what bat is. I think he talks about that again after we finish the next planet. If you're Fem Shep, he goes into a lot more detail, or if you're positive with him about what's going on. So, but if it never comes up, oh yeah, I forgot about this. After certain major missions, Shepard's locker will have extra content in it. It says, I'll have to look it up. It says it's supposed to be lost like inventory or something like that, like because certain areas you can't go back to after you beat the mission. So maybe, maybe it's just like a weapons locker I missed, or maybe it's just rewards for finishing the mission. I'm not sure. I never really looked into all those details.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Okay, yeah, you don't have anything.
I should go.
Chakwas.
Goodbye, Commander.
If we'd saved Liara, like my counterpart in another dimension did, she'd be right here. We could talk to her, but she's not here. She's still stuck in wherever she's at. She's probably fine. I mean, no one said she was in any danger, right? They just said we could look for her, but it's like, she'll, like I said, unless we get a call saying she's about to choke on a ham sandwich or something like that, I think we're fine. Yeah, I'll have to go over all my equipment again. I guess I'll do that off screen. But from last episode, although I have been selling quite a bit, I've been getting a little bit better about selling my stuff, so I don't have to bellyache to you all about like having items grind up. I just have this weird old school mentality about keeping everything for as long as you can, thinking that there might be a use for it. But in most modern games, that's almost never the case. There's almost never a reason to keep old equipment in most stuff. Very rarely. Old games, you could kind of do that because there was a bit more strategy to older games, but newer games, no, not really.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got by this point.
Commander.
Really, the only thing I want is more. More. It's kind of weird how the Spectre gear has been dropped a bit for this stuff, which isn't even any that much better. Because what was that, 186? Yeah, still the sniper gear is better. But yeah, I look at how much money we've gotten. Yeah, like from just fighting everything, selling all that stuff, it really adds up after a while. So we can finally. I'm trying to decide what I want to buy next. I might just buy another assault rifle or whatever. Because yeah, at this point we're almost to the point where I can just have just save money for weapons and never have to buy any other weapons again. Any new weapons I get, I'll just have to sell. Unfortunately, on this screen, when you do a comparison, you can only check yourself. You can't part ways with yourself. That'd be creepy. But anyway, so let's see. See, we've got. I want to at least buy by the end of the game. I want to buy at least one Spectre equipment for everyone. Not enough to like. Well, I mean, unless I get the money for it, which I might. Look at that. I've got like 830,000 credits. So, it's no problem with Reem now for the Spectre gear because it was very expensive, but now we can afford it. I'm just trying to think of like maybe I should just buy one of each and kind of give them. Like buy like a pistol for like Kaiden or something like that, so I can start using him, stuff like that. Well, since that's the most expensive, let's go and buy a sniper rifle. With this much money now, I might consider actually buying like equipment outside of the Spectre gear, like Omni tools and stuff like that, to kind of beef up my characters, because I was a bit behind. Like during that Matriarch Benezia fight, I probably shouldn't have been knocked down as much. If I'd actually been paying attention, buying like new armor and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't have. Even Rex was getting knocked down, which was surprising. But
Commander, what can I do for you?
What do you gotta do? Bellyache to me some more?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
Well, he's an RPG villain. He has to, otherwise the game would be over. Don't worry. You think you'll get away?
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
You mean anything? No. Alright. Are you worried?
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
No, goodbye. Well, I want to see what he has to say, so sure.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I should have saved it before doing that just so I could see what happens if you say no. He's like, oh, okay. What are you saying?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
Oh, that was no question. We're gonna kill his ass. Last resort, we'll see. No, it's he's dead. We're in no jailhouse rock for you.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard. When I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either. You see, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
Yeah, it is the dream job of the vigilante. Don't let me down, Garrus. Oh, don't let me down.
Just make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, sir.
I forgot what codex. I gotta remember like what codex is option. I keep forgetting also to do like a codex episode, or at least a bonus episode. Maybe I'll save that for later. That way I can start showing you like what that unlocks every time I do it. Because now that I backpile all of them, I can't tell you like what it's unlocked by doing that. I mean, I could look it up. There's plenty of info. Did I already grab that? Maybe that's why I beat another planet. The Mako can be checked as well. Maybe I already did that. Man, sometimes when you do other playthroughs, just to get extra like footage and stuff like that, you kind of almost forget like what you've learned from one run over to the other. So, oh yeah, we get a core charge status codex, or something similar to that. Okay. You have
Something
anything
I
else?
can do for you, Commander.
No. Yeah, Adams
Carry on,
doesn't
Adams.
really add much either,
Aye, aye.
unfortunately. Oh well. Hey, Tally.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
Well, I mean, we got 2 plants to go, and then whatever else in-game stuff there is. So, no. I think it's because I already did her mission, so it kind of goes into final conversation meetings. But anyway, I hope so. We're getting close. We better be.
If we don't stop him soon, it'll be too late.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
An important part. We haven't won yet. This isn't about you.
Saren is looking to wipe out all life in the galaxy. Everyone's a part of this somehow, whether they know it or not.
But you're the only one doing anything about it. You and your crew. You took me on board and made me feel like I belonged. Not too many people would do that with a Quarian.
Well, technically, you have to join the group. The only people that don't are like either Garrus or Rex. I think that's it. But so, yeah, I kind of forced you to join. So, anyway, you're welcome. You earned it. We're wasting time chattering here.
This isn't getting us any closer to the conduit.
Understood. I just had to get that out there. And I'm still right here if you need me.
Well, thanks, Sally. It's nice to know we have an engineer on our beck and call.
I should go.
See you later.
I always feel so bad being mean to, or being renegade to Tally, but I don't know. You could always see it as being like a fatherly figure to her, like, you know, guys, shape up, ship out, and all this other stuff. You know, can't be just playing around. So, all right, anyway. All right, Rex, what's up?
Shepard.
Shepard, Rex. Right over there. Hey, I want to know something about you.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Well, there you go. Goodbye. No. So, elaborate?
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
Yeah, it's like all good people, you know, that some people can stick with it to see the results and others are just tired of all the bullcrap. That's the reason I see. I don't blame you.
So you decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
Well, I don't even think someone was gonna say you're a hero, Rex. I mean, if you don't want to be. So sometimes I suppose that's smart.
Exactly. That's why I hired you.
And that's why I joined, so I wouldn't have to deal with them. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
I didn't think we hired Rex. I thought he just kind of hung around, you know, eating all our food and stuff, but what do I know?
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
Well, I like anything, really. You like it then?
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Well, that's probably why this outfit's perfect for him, because it's only groups of 3, no more, no less.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, we get some info about like mercenary work and stuff like that. So let's equip Garrus with the sniper rifle, so we'll never have to worry about that ever again. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's not the best damage, but with the assassination maxed out, ooh boy. Oh yeah, I'll have to, and now with scanner gear, I'll have to give him like an extra thing. So, yeah, we'll have to change this out here pretty soon. It could do damage. It's one shot, although depending on how much heat absorption, because sniper rifles, that's usually why you're only doing like one shot at a time, because it produces so much heat. So if you shoot a sniper pretty close back to back, you're gonna almost guarantee that that overheats. But I think for him it'll be fine. So actually, does that armor that I got for Tali work better? Yes. Okay, good. I didn't sell it then. Take some Liberator. Yeah, I just don't like that color. Oh well. What can I do? Is that armor better for Rex? Oh no. Is it? Oh no, it said human. Never mind. I thought it said Krogan on the heavy armor there. Let's see. That one's... Oh yeah, I was trying to decide if that was better or not because of the shields, but the damage retraction, I think. Okay, so I can sell this armor in the future, so... Alright, Ashley, how's it going?
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
I like the fact that Shepard like is rubbing his neck like in the whole kind of like awkward type of situation. So that's unprofessional. A relative? Yeah, sorry about that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Sarah. Wait, sisters. I wonder. Wait, you got sisters? Oh my. No. Mind your protocol. I didn't mean to. Tell me about your family.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Oh yeah, you're an army bro. Yes, charming. I don't know why some of these I just love some of the renegade options. Even if you never actually say that actual line, I just like what it generally means. So, yeah, let's ask about some details.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
Oh, I wonder why your dad never made it past that part. If he's a career man, you think he would have gone pretty high up. I mean, maybe not. Not everyone's obviously destined to be general admiral, but if you really work at it, you probably could.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Yeah, good. Mad respects to the mom for raising the kids, because I don't think sometimes people crap on moms that keep their careers and don't raise their kids, or people crap on stay-at-home moms just to raise the kids. I'm like, dude, you're raising a whole new generation. If you mess up, you know how important that is to raise the generation, right? If you mess that up, you could possibly affect that new generation. So just staying there to help them grow and be a productive member of society, I think that's a really big deal. But I don't know, man. It's just I think both are well, I mean, if you don't have one of those types of families, but I think having a partner in a relationship to help with the kids and everything like that. Although in modern days, at least by the time of this recording, it's almost impossible to have a stay-at-home parent now, because just how, at least depending on the country you live in or the job you have, most people can't afford to have one income. You have to have 2 or 3, to just pay all the bills and everything. It all stacks up. But anyway, sisters.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers. Oh man, it's the estrogen ozone over here. Now, I actually knew a guy who actually had four daughters. Oh man, he was a mess half the time. I kid. What was I gonna say? Yeah, when she said she had sisters, I think the first time I was like, "Ooh, is she like an Irish family where she has 9 children?" And it was just 4. I'm like, well, that's a lot, but it ain't no McAllister household or whatever.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You said you raised your sisters, I guess because the parents have been working, so you gotta help out. That's usually what it is with big families. If the mom is stressed or have too many kids, usually the older sibling ends up having to take care of the little ones. Depending on the family you have, or if the responsibility of the older sibling, if they're actually good at that. But anyway, you raised your sisters?
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
You're going to tell me all about it, aren't you? Oh, unless I ask you. Your dad was gone a lot. Go on, tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Well, let me guess, if the act ever did occur, he went so fast so they called him Minute Mike afterwards. Or, actually, that's too long. Millisecond Mike? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no means no, man. Or was it... God, there was a joke I was trying to say about that, no means no. Anyway, something changed. Boys will be boys. So, teenagers, when you're, well, depending. I mean, not everyone goes through it as hardcore, but man, when you're a teenager and hormones just and everything just flares up, oh boy, you best run for the hills. Vidmails?
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
But yeah, I'm definitely a no means no type of guy. I mean, yeah, there are some subtleties when it comes to that romance, but you got your whole life ahead of you. It's when do you really need it now? But then again, when you're a teenager, your blood isn't going to your head. Well, to that head, to your brain, if you know what I mean. Man, when you say going to your head, it could be taken in so many connotations.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Ouch. try to force herself upon him, and all of a sudden you get a keto flipped or something like that. It's like, bam! Yeah, Sarah actually makes a good point about the damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you hold off for too much, the girl might not think you're interested in her, or partner, or whoever you're interested in. And if you're trying to be respectable, but if you're too pushy, you come off as a creep or one to rush things too much. But yeah, the game of love is a challenging game indeed. Anyway, please.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
I gotta give the girl mad respect for. I mean, you probably should, but the thing is, she makes a good point. Is like, household name, and Mike was just being kind of an idiot. He wasn't like, well, I don't know the situation. It's not like he was trying to rape her or anything like that. Well, maybe, I don't know, or kill someone. So that doesn't mean destroying his whole name for the rest of his days just because he made a mistake as a kid, Anyway, self-defense.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Weebs exist in the Mass Effect universe? No! Pretty much. What about you?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
CQC. I learned that from Snake, from, Metal Gear Solid. She must have hated that. Weapon with Mike. Dedicated of you.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Mike, and then you tried to punch her, so, sorry, dude, you got what you got. She hit him, he didn't hurt her. Well, if it's a keto, if I recall a keto, usually it's using the person's movements against them, so like flips and stuff like that. So you could, someone tries to punch you, you take the arm, you twist under it, and then you fling them because of them punching you, so using all their force, so you're not exerting as much to do it, so it hurts them more because their body's already tense, so by the time they flip, they're already hurting more because of how their body's reacting at the time. So, but like I said, I've never studied Aikido, so I might be wrong on that, so I just remember that I get the gist of it anyway, so. Wow.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
The take charge attitude. I'm fine with a forward girl. That was pointless. Oh, I love renegade options. Where was your father? Interesting story, nonetheless. Yeah, I'm surprised the kid was apologized. I guess he was either humiliated enough, or maybe he just realized that maybe he was thinking with his dick. Anyway, interesting story.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Wow, I didn't actually expect that from... Yeah, the first time I played the game, I didn't expect a military girl like her to know poetry. Although I'm not an expert on poetry, but yeah, Tennyson, right? I love the renegade options. What's this crowd? Bored now. Oh man, yeah. If you just want a joke option, or if you don't want to romance Ashley, go ahead and choose any of those options. I dare you. I've always liked that one. That's not bad. I don't know what my favorite poetry is. Like I said, I'm not really the biggest poetry reader. Although when it comes to poetry, I'm more familiar with the old school poetry stuff from like the early 1900s and before that. Anything after that, I couldn't even begin to tell you. So, you read poetry?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
It's funny how you say it's a good piece when you, the player, by the time you know what the heck she's talking about. Yeah, sounds dull. Really? It's a good piece.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
So behave? Yeah, sure he is. Like the boogeyman watching from the afterlife. What are you talking about? This is science fiction.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
This is another big thing about Ashley, is that once she reads poetry, also she's a Christian. So, well, I think so. I don't know if she straight up says she's Christian, just so she believes in God, because technically if you're Jewish, you believe in God. If you're Christian, you believe in God, and then various sects on Christianity and stuff like that. And, I mean, technically a lot of religions believe in God. They just call it something else, I mean, she could be, although, if you're Muslim, Allah, but... that's another big thing about our killers. It's like, usually in science fiction, people tend to stay away from, well, if they do religious stuff, they make it some, like, weird religion, or they make it, like, close to it, but not actually doing it. This is, like, one of the few games that actually has a character that's religious, that's not, like, some, like, made-up religion for the story or something like that. It was kind of a nice change of pace, like, for some people who are uncomfortable with that, but, I don't, yeah, exactly, not my place to judge. Are you fanatic? Keep it to yourself, weirdo. And then you can, and basically you can say, I believe in him as well, or of course not. I don't think it really matters either way if you do or not, just as long as you don't, basically shit on her or her religion or anything like that. So, no, of course not.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Yeah, an interesting change of pace from all the other strange characters in the world. Mercenaries, police officers, a gypsy or Romanovi type of girl, or a test subject, and then the military girl who likes poetry and believes in God.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. You made the right decision, Skipper. When we pick up that Asari scientist, we'll have to tell her we killed her mom. That's gonna suck. Just saying, Skipper.
Wait, are you saying we have to pick her up? I thought the whole idea there was to get info about her, or from her, about her mom, or other such things. What are you telling me, Gabe? Are you telling me I have to get Liara? Yeah, I mean, it's obvious we have to get her, but anyway. Yeah, good point, Ashley.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
I forgot what the codex pops up on that, so... Yeah, I don't know, like I said, a lot of people tend to, like, crap on Ashley as a character, but I don't know, I find moments like this very heartwarming, that she opens to you about her religion, tells you about poetry and her family and stuff like that. You know, it's a bit different from everyone else, really. I mean, I'm trying to remember any other characters that really. I mean, Rex talks about his family, but you know, especially with what his dad did. But anyway, we're done with the companions now, so time to do some space exploration. I think I have enough time to do a planet or two. Why not? We can check out the... Technically, I probably should be going to the Citadel, but I think I'm going to make that a couple, maybe 1 or 2 episodes all on its own, so... because like, I think like 6 or 7 missions open up on the Citadel, if I recall. And actually, we'll find out about a mission here pretty soon. As soon as we go from one planet to the next, someone's going to message us about a upcoming mission to come back to the Citadel. So that's probably how you're supposed to know to maybe check back up on the Citadel. That's probably why they throw this this vid that pops up to, it's like, oh yeah, I could go back there, and then you find out that there's all these missions you can do. So good programming call on that to make it a requirement that someone contacts you before you move to another star system. So. Yeah, goodbye, Noveria. Oh, I guess we can't land on Noveria. Never mind. I guess as soon as we finish the hot labs, we're done. All right. For some reason, I thought you could go back, at least to the port, but never mind. My bad. Okay, and let's see. This place that opens up. Let me look it up. I think it's like the stars, the Theta cluster or something like that. Let's see. Where's that? Nope. Nope. I know you're around here somewhere. Oh, 6 Theta. That's it. That's the place that opens up. So we've got 2 spots for this one. Let me look at my notes on this one. Pop that over here. All right, let's go to the Acheron, whatever. Oh yeah, we show. I forgot there's an animatic for leaving Noveria. So. Even though technically I think we were supposed to be out of space by this point, but because you can't technically leave Noveria before finishing the mission, because as soon as you beat Venezia, then it's required to, then you have to finish it. But you can actually go back to the port and leave on the ship. I don't know why you would do that, because it takes like a lot of time to get back to the ship. But okay, you know, it's almost not worth it after a point. That's why I almost never swap out companions after a certain point. Or when I go to the planet, I'm like, nah, there's no point doing all that, so. High albedo. That reminds me of Xenosaga, or is it? Yeah, Xenosaga, yeah. Not Xenogear, or not Xenogear, Xenosaga. Those are 2 different games. Although, I think they were written by, or worked on by the same group, I think, if I recall. That one's a weird one. I don't know if I have those games, but I don't know if I ever played them just because of, like, not that they're bad. Oops, sorry. Light Survey, Metal. Yeah, not that they're bad games. They are very text heavy and story heavy. Like, they give you exposition dump, and you basically, before you even get, especially the first game, before you even get to gameplay, be sure to watch like an hour of movie or something like that. You know, that type of thing. So if you're really into story stuff, then go ahead. But if you're one of those guys, people who wants to get like into some action or whatever, you're gonna wait a while. They get better in the sequels though. About splitting up like the combat and story, which is what you're supposed to do. If it's a video game, that's what you need to do. Oh, sorry, we were checking out Farquad? No. Anyway, we need to go to Altahi or whatever. I thought there was a. Oh, there is supposed to be. Let me read this first before we go there. A Roche world. Heavy wind, huh? Be prepared for winds. It says there's supposed to be a, on my notes it says there's supposed to be an asteroid here. Oh, there it is. I must have just skimmed over it. A dark asteroid mixed carbonaceous materials. This asteroid shows signs of impact by weapons fire. Turian insignia recovered. You discovered signs of battle while scanning an asteroid field in the Acheron system. A small recon and recovery team led by Navigator Presley was able to determine that many of the ships were marked with the Imperius colony insignia. Okay, well anyway, let's drop down to Altahi. Okay. Although, let's see, let me look at my notes on that really quick. Huh, we didn't get that. That's interesting. We never got that, maybe I'm supposed to go to the Citadel or something like that. There was supposed to be a vid call that basically says, hey, you need to go. I have a mission for you, the Citadel. Someone asked us to come back or whatever, but it's not happening. Huh. Happened when I was playing with my other file, so. All right, then. Okay, so this planet, because it's one of the new planets, one of the big thing about it is the, it opens up because of Noveria, which means the enemies we're going to fight are Rachni from that planet, so, or from that mission, so yeah, you're going to basically, so armor isn't the biggest deal, it's basically just, really at this point, it's ways to crowd control, so anyone with, like, singular, or biotics are really good against them. Not so much tech, per se, but I think there are a few instances of, let me see, I think I need, I'm trying to remember if I need, like, decryption or something. Usually you want to have decryption anyway, but yeah, usually combat or people that can handle, so, like, Ashley would be really good here, so. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because there is a crash pod here, so, but I don't think it needs decryption. Let me see. Theta. I'm looking up my. Okay, I am gonna need. I was just looking up some of the mission details here. I always forget like little things like that, so I am gonna need decryption. So, Rex would be really good, just because, but I am the biotic in the group, so I do have singularity, although it's not as strong though. So I could probably. Let's go with Ashley for pure combat actually, yeah, let's go with the humans. Why not? I need to level them up anyway, since we gained quite a few levels since last time. So we might be able to get both planets out of the way. Let me look at my time right now. Oh yeah, we should. Well, I say that, and then we'll probably end up being past an hour after this point. So okay, yeah, but. Another dusty world. It looks like this place had nuclear winter or something like that. Well, anyway. Oh yeah, I need to go over at some point. Go over the assignments and jobs and just click through them really quick just to fill it out. So, yeah, we've already seen what these are, so I'll read them later. But these are just whenever I get a new assignment, it's supposed to highlight and go, oh right, I need to check that out. So, yeah, one day we'll do the codexes. Oh, right, I need to go over equipment, too, make sure everyone's got... Let's see, you just need a gun. Oh, right, I was going to buy more equipment. Oh, well, that's fine. I don't need it for this one anyway, so... Let's see. Actually, I think you're... Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe when I get enough money, I might just give her the... buy another assault rifle and just give it to her. Let's see, no, nothing good there. Nothing for you there. Look at those stats. Too bad I can't equip any of that. Do I want higher duration cooldown? Probably cooldown at this point. Okay, well anyway, pistol. So it's pistol. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I need to remember when I swap out party members to get rid of some of their old equipment so I can. Yeah, fire would be fine. We're fighting physical units with like no defense because Rachni don't have any shields or anything like that. That's why it's easier to fight them with like crowd control and stuff like that. So, yeah, toxic. Oh, that's fine. I was thinking organic. Well, actually, now I'll give myself the organic stuff. So, let's equip ourselves. I think I already have the organic rounds. Yep. So we're good to go there. So, okay. We are prepared for combat. Now let's level up. Let's see. What do we want on you? Yeah, neural shock would be good. Probably should get that barrier up at one point. Yeah, let's get your sabotage and electronics up so we can take care of anything like that. And we won't have to max these out till like maybe the end of the game maybe. Yeah, let's get neural shock unlocked for some of those non-units so we can take them out. Yeah, let's get that barrier. Let's get that so he can survive a bit longer. Ashley, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the rest of your equipment until after I've maxed out all of our other stats. So yeah, let's get a assault training maxed out, and then let's see, you already have first aid, don't you? Yeah, so we'll finish fitness for Ashley first, and then we'll do yeah, look at her HP going up. Not too big, but still. Yeah, with Ashley, I tend to do that a lot. I usually tend to stick her with assault rifles and max that out before I max out all the weapons, because usually, I mean, each weapon has their own uses, but I don't know. I just feel like that's the most efficient way to build Ashley up. So, oh, we're almost really close on Renegade. As soon as we get to 75%, we'll be able to get that last free box of Intimidate. So let's see. I guess we earned enough charm to get another box from that. So, I really want to start beefing up Singularity. Or I should get... since I use assault rifles all the time, I really should be boosting that up a bit. Well, I need to boost this up so I have more power based on it. Because how many times I've been doing a Singularity and I haven't been able to, like, shove someone in the air, unlike Rex. Or at least it feels like my Singularity isn't that strong. Yeah, sorry, I'm really thinking about that, so... Yeah, let's at least get to Advanced Singularity. And we should gain some levels, so I won't have to worry about having max Renegade by this point. Points, or Intimidate, I mean. Okay, let's look at the map. So, right here, we are... This map's, let's see. Let's go... Yeah, let's go counterclockwise. That's probably the fastest way to go, so... Okay, I think the first thing's about right here. So let's head that way. Onward to the windy planet. Make sure not to eat too many beans while you're here. Well, actually, you could, and then it'd be like a fart in the wind, literally. Yeah, it's nice to get back to some just standard exploration again. Although it was kind of, we did get through that planet pretty quickly for the most part. Yeah, it's going to kind of happen where a good deal of my time will probably be just planet exploration, not even the plot. But that's what it is with RPGs. Most of the time, you're probably going to be running around, like, collecting stuff, doing side quests, stuff like that. That's usually the best time to do side quests, when you're chasing down a guy who wants to bring supposedly a rare element surveyed. That's supposedly an extinct. Or a group called the Reapers, who might want to destroy the galaxy, apparently. No. Best time for side quest. Okay, so next spot is another thing. So it's about right there. I don't know. There's just something calming about, like, not having to worry about, like... Well, I mean, there is combat in some places, but, just kind of just driving around, hearing the wind, thinking about things, thinking about life. And yeah, this is boring. Let's play Hungry Angry Hippos. No. Yeah, I just like these segments. Just just calm. Time killers, stuff like that. I don't know if that's the best game design, but no, it kind of almost makes me feel like I am an astronaut. I'm exploring planets in a rover or something like that. I'm trying to remember. It kind of reminds me of an old PC game when I was a kid, where you had to do something similar to that. I forgot what it was called, though. Man, heavy metal. Heavy metal! Survey a large deposit of gold! I kind of miss, like, the allure of old PC games when you're a kid, when they were the new hotness and didn't know anything about them. Okay, let's go to there's an anomaly about right here. And yeah, the listening post is our main objective for this planet. Well, the main quest for the planet anyway. Usually most planets have some quest involved, even if it's a minor thing like killing something, it's still... Otherwise, why would it be an explorable planet? Which is why in the second game they made just planet hopping, basically just item or material gathering. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'll bring that up again when if I ever do the second game. I mean, I probably will, but I'd probably be a while after this game, because I don't want to. I don't want to play two big, like, epic sci-fi RPGs back to back. So it might be a while till we get to the second one after this one. Although I'm trying to remember, I think the second one is. Well, actually, I guess it depends on how you play, because technically I think that Mass Effect 2 is a smaller game than 1, but I think I'd take just as long either. No, actually, well. Let's see, anyway. Matriarch's writing recovered. This down satellite is one of the Matriarch Dillinga's writings stowed on its payload. Whether it was placed before or after it crashed is uncertain. Because I think if I remember correctly, I think I remember I think I remember beating the second game pretty quickly, even with doing everything. Like, the first time I played this game, I think I took, like, 50 plus hours to beat it. But on Mass Effect 2, I think I beat it in, like, 30 hours, 20 or 30, like, half the time. So, yeah, what's better? I was about not to do the listening post, but now it's since we're right there, so. Usually want to do the combat stuff first anyway, just in case if you die or you don't want to redo the plan. Or you need to save every time, but I think we've got this. We're fine. Looky there. Oh, what are those things sticking out of the ground there? Wait, what the? Ragni! I thought we killed your queen! Well, I guess that doesn't mean they're dead. Just, yeah. Okay, time to take out the trash. Very nice guy, doing all your biotic stuff. You can tell just because he's, yeah. When they glue blue and everything. You know what? I always wonder why I just didn't play a soldier, just because I've been relegated back to just buying a weapon and just shooting things. I don't know what's wrong with me. I still like the adept because of what it can do outside of like non-squishy opponents. So. Yep, just keep firing. Keep firing, assholes! Whoops. Well, they're supposed to be affected by it. Maybe I'm just hitting them wrong or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe my bot. Well, then again, my bot. What is my biotic amp at this point? Maybe that's why. Oh no, I have a pretty good one. Maybe if I had higher power, maybe it would do. Maybe it'd be a bit more effective. So. Oh nope, not. Sorry, wrong again, Kaiden. You moron. No. Yeah, I gotta remember to move because they're spit. Because they don't care what your armor is. Nope, guy got killed. And he is dead. Well, there you go. Or I could just run back into Mako. Or if the fight ends, he gets back up, so. Well, let's check and see what this building has. Apparently it has something inside, so. Oh boy. Actually, let me see if it's unlocked yet or not. No, I guess not. But basically what we're doing is, it's part of a mission called UNC Listening Post Theta. Although I think you're, or at least I believe this one's Theta. Let me see. Yeah, Theta. And I guess you must get. I think when you go inside it, finally. Oh yeah, I should be using neural shock on those guys. Okay. Well, I've with my assault rifle, I'm just kind of like letting my allies kind of take control. But yeah, biotics. Neural shock would be really good on the Ragni because they don't have any defenses, so it can go straight to their neural processors. So, yeah, fortunately, here we are again, once again, seeing the reused assets. Oh well. Go ahead and save it. Usually I don't do that, but with harder decryptions, I have to be careful about my controller being wonky or me pressing the whoopsie. And then I have to use Omnigel to fix it. So yeah, good thing I saved it. So I mean, I guess I could use Omnigel. It's not that big of a deal. It's just I'd rather save it. I'd rather hoard it till we get to the end of the game where I want to just start slapping Omnigel on that. They actually make a joke about that, I believe, in the second game. I think it's actually at the beginning of the second game where they make fun of the whole idea of Omnigel and just slapping it on stuff, you know. Anyway, we got, yeah, guns, credits, and a grenade. There we go. Oh, Connect stable. It looks like we're starting to get to level 7 upgrades now, so nice. What is our level at, actually? We are at 37. Very good. Although I don't think even with me trying to min-max experience, I might not hit max level by the end of the game. Usually I have to like do a replay or a new game plus to hit like max level. So okay, and there's recognized soldiers. There's these little bastards. At least the great. Although you guys are easy, maybe I shouldn't waste them. Oh, did you use a? I think he automatically. I think he automatically used a neural shock on him. Nice. Very smooth.
That's it. Bag
Let's
him
go,
and tag
Neil
him.
Kite. Bag him and tag him, yep. Isn't that like a... I was about to say a Marine saying, but I've never been in the Marines, so I don't know. I feel that phrase is something like that they would say in the military. Or somewhere, anyway. Or I guess it also depends on them. Anyway, we get tungsten rounds and incendiary rounds. Very nice. Yeah, we could probably start getting rid of a lot of the old upgrades as well. I don't know why I'm still in attack mode. I guess I was trying to see if... it's not like you run any faster with your gun out or anything like that. I'd like to think so, but... Yeah, too bad you can't trick the game to, like, have ultimate running unlocked. You know, so you're always... I mean, I wouldn't mind the fatigue still being there. I'd just rather just be able to run faster, you know? I mean, we're going through reused assets over here, so... you just play some chairs there and you think it's different. Well, it's not, BioWare. It's not. Ooh, we finally got a couple biotic amps. Finally. Well, better than the was it the Omni tools? Like those never drop for some reason. Usually I can get usually those drops well, not often, but more often. So, ooh. Yeah, so it's a more cooldown. We'll take that. Something for our yeah, probably better, even though it doesn't give it as much. Ooh, no, let's give our old Polaris. Yeah, I was thinking there for a second. I was actually gonna give him another thing. I'm like, no, wait a minute, we had a better one just before. Oh, exoskeleton. That helps with biotics and tech defense. Or anything else in here? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Got some lockers. Now, if I mess up this, I don't mind using Omnigel, because there are some missions that, yeah, for easy, it required a lot more button pressing. Yeah, when you hit certain levels, like even the easy ones start requiring like a lot more buttons to press, even though it's supposed to be easy mode. Yeah. I don't think anything I really need, but we'll check those out. Usually there is certain equipment that's pretty much the like high-end stuff, you know. Weave. I think that like improves threshold or whatever. Okay. Anything else in here other than the FTL comm? Okay, nope. Okay. Let's check that.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Oh. Was that? Is that emergency for here or for somewhere else? Well, let's take a look. UNC listening post Alpha. Oh, I thought this was Theta. Never mind. I guess I mixed up my ones. There's Alpha and then there's Theta. Well, you'd think it'd be Beta, but nope. Listening post Alpha in the Erebus system is reportedly being attacked by unidentified life forms and requesting assistance. So now we can go to the Erebus system, which is the other. No, I guess this is Theta, because this is mentioning Alpha, which is the other system, so I'm right. Okay. But yeah, if we go to the other system, it does the other listening post. I think if you go to the other listening post, I think it mentions coming here, which would be the mission Theta, so.
Commander, you see this? They just received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
Yeah, that's why they were a menace back in the day. Why do we need the Krogan? I don't like this suspicious supply ship. Probably had Rachni on board.
Where'd that supply ship come from?
Hang on. Seems these things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. Got it. It came from Argos Row.
Oh. Well, we'll have to go over there at some point. There may be more Rachni. Let's go. Let's kill something.
Let's get this over with. Somebody needs an ass kicking. Whoever it is, we'll find them there.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I just love how she's like, yes, sir. The Rachni infestation Altahi seems to be the result of supply drop from Argus Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow us to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. Download complete. I forgot how else you can get this mission. Does it actually say Theta is being complete? Yep. We didn't even get it because we finished the mission. An Alliance base in Akron system may be in danger. Get to the base and find out what's going on. Yeah, I forgot how you... I wonder if there's... In my notes, if it says, like, how you're supposed to get it first. Yeah, this mentions about it being similar to like Greek mythology and stuff like that. I think if you go to the other alpha first, it mentions coming here. That would start that mission. But yeah, we never even got like someone to tell us to come here. We just kind of came here because it was cool. Oh, is there? No, okay. It's still high. Sometimes it throws me off when I still see an exclamation point somewhere, because I think maybe I missed something. But no, I think that's just the game not cleaning out the files. So okay, let's go. Now we still got the rest of the planet to explore, and then I think we might call it out to look. Let me see. Let me look at my time again. Sorry, I need a better. Whoops, wrong button. Oh yeah, okay. You saw me running the walls because I wasn't looking at the screen when I was doing that. So. Or I'm an idiot, one of the two. Okay, so we'll have to finish the plan. I call it episode. I thought we could. Man, I really underestimate how fast I can go through these things. I really do. I keep thinking, it's like when you're on the computer for a little bit and you think, oh, I'm just going to mess around with it for 5 minutes and then get back to it. And then you find out like 2 hours have passed and you're like, oh my God. Oh my God. But, yeah, that's just how it is. Your time just gets diverted and everything like that. But I guess we'll save Erebus for next time. But I do want to definitely finish this planet before we go, for sure. Okay, we got 2 more points here on the map. We've got a salvage pod, which is over here, and then we've got more arachnite to deal with, which is right over there. Just more experience. Whoa! Shepard, you wearing your glasses? No, I don't need glasses. It's the future. Oh yeah, actually, does anyone have glasses in Mass Effect? Or any of the human characters or anything like that? Now I'm trying to remember if anyone in Mass Effect actually has glasses that isn't like some suit or something like that. Huh. Yeah, I'm really trying to think. There might be. Like maybe a character number 2 does or something. Yeah, I don't think anyone has glasses. That isn't like a really old person or something like that. I'll have to look that up now. I could have swore that there's someone had glasses, but maybe not. All right, time to pop up out of your holes, dude.
Got it.
And obviously, yeah, if you. Whoa, that guy's big. Oh, that's a brood warrior. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do like the stats of monsters and stuff like that. Shock. Yeah, that shuts you off, bro. Whoa! That thing's kind of creepy when it's like being, oh, jeez! That Ragnite brood really screwed up my allies. Holy crap! Well, oh god! Oh no! I'm dead. I don't think I think I saved it last time inside, so. Alright, well that's me like taking on chewing too much. So yeah, Ragnite, like I said, they don't have any defenses, but because the whole spit thing goes like right through your shields, it's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with them. So yeah, let me get right back there and then we'll finish the planet. Sorry about that. Alright, let's try that again, without being stupid about that. Well, I mean, that's my playstyle tattoo, I guess, so. I guess I could start right back over there, but, I think the problem I had is I stopped, like, way too close, and I think I activated multiple, groups at the same time, so. And I wasn't paying attention to everyone's abilities and stuff like that. Probably should have put Ashley immediately on, not Overwatch, Overkill, so I could get those cleared out. And, you know, activating Singularity and all those other fun abilities. Yeah, I should have beaten them. I don't know why, like, you know, like, I think it was the Brood Mother or whatever it was that came out. It reminds me of Dragon Quest, or Dragon Quest. Although that's a good series of games, too. Most of them, anyway. No, Dragon Age is what I was talking about. You know, with the Brood Mothers and stuff like that. That's definitely some messed up, I guess technically I could have like attacked the brood mother out like in the ship, if that makes sense. So I let myself get hit again. Let's see. Let's use warp this time so he actually has some, like, oops. Is he stuck? Oh, maybe he used a... That thing is, like I said, that thing is really, really freaky when it, like, charges at you. It's because of the, like, the, what's the word? The, ragdoll effect. So it's like... Actually, I could, I keep forgetting, oops. Well, I mean, barrier. That won't really help me with him. I mean, did I ever use... Where's, wait, where's hold on. Oh, there's stasis. I don't know what. No, that's not what I want to hit with that. Why does it keep? Okay, fine. I'll use throw then. Because it looked like it was focusing on the wrong dude. That's why I was like, no, I don't want. But you broke out that fast. Uh-oh. Crap. Oh, that guy's a quick fella. There we go. Yeah, I guess he must be resistant to biotics or something like that. If I had neural shock, I think I would have knocked it down. And even when he had stasis on, he broke out of that like really fast. Like that was kind of ridiculously fast for how quickly he broke out of that. I might target the brood. Rather like quickly, like or like shoot a bit with my cannon, so I can. Oh, not cannon. My, oh yeah, I forgot they can do quite a bit of damage to the. No, better not activate and warp so I can weaken his defenses. Although my warp is not as strong as. Now, one of the few times I've had to use Medi-Gels on a regular basis. Even Ashley's suffering the burn. The burn. Dang it. I have to back off for a second. Oh yeah, I think it was shooting biotics. Yeah, see? Interesting. How far did they chase me? Not a bad idea, like running off and letting the oh yeah, it is using biotics because it's stasis to Kaiden. Neat. Well, anyway, you're dead now, so yeah. As much as I said, like having the assault rifle will help me a lot in the game, there are points in the game where the difficulty will start catching up to me, and I have to be a bit more careful. That's what. Good thing I brought Ashley, just because she has, you know, full combat capabilities and stuff like that, or health. Yeah, I did die that one time, but that was me dying. I think. Actually, no, I think both of them had been knocked out when I did that. So, no, well, probably should have been activating. Like if I was a soldier class, if I was in that same situation, I would have activated immunity if I had it. That type of thing. Okay. Well, anyway, the final area, which I show here, is a crash pod. So. And, yeah, you think with these open areas like this, you think like a Thresher Maw would appear or something like that, but, no Thresher Maw. Not on this planet, anyway. There are many planets like it, but not on this one. Alright, there we go. And we can, call it a day with, well, actually the next planet we have to go to have to deal with Arachnite as well, so we're not quite done with the Arachnite. I think that's it for the rest of the game. I think they make like a couple other brief appearances, but for the most part, these two planets are the big ones that deal with like Arachnite opponents and stuff like that. You know, remnants of the ones that got shipped off for Noveria because of Saren and his gang. So it's kind of funny calling Saren a gang or whatever. So, oops. All right, double check. Nope, that's it. So, all right, we're done with that. So we've talked to all of our companions, and we've explored a plan. It looks like we've got another place to go because the Arachnite threat isn't quite over yet. Will Shepard and the gang be able to get to the the listening point Alpha and save the people there? Will we have a big enough can of bug spray? Find out next time in the next episode of Mass Effect Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.